Yo, what's up guys, it's Blizzard Hoops, and today I'm presenting you with my Western Conference predictions for the upcoming 2018 NBA season. In this video, I'm just going to list the top 8 teams, which is going to be the playoff teams for the West, and what I think they will be. So, I don't really have any more explaining to do, so let's just hop right into the first seed. So first, I have the Golden State Warriors with a record of 66-16. I am saying they will lose one more game than they did last year, and that's mostly because of the fact that the Western Conference got a lot better. And while the players on the Warriors are arguably getting better and better every season, I see them only losing one more game and claiming the first seed in the West for the 4th straight year to no one's surprise. For the second seed, I have something maybe some of you may not agree with, and that's I'm putting Oklahoma City Thunder in that spot with a record of 62-18. I have a feeling the new big three of Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo will be more successful than other super teams that formed in the West. Also, all three of those players have a big chip on their shoulder that they want to prove. Also, Carmelo and Paul George left 2 teams alone with no other all-star, making them 2 more horrible teams in the league. And when you play a team like that, it's going to be basically an automatic win, and I just think at the end of the day, Thunder are going to get the 2nd seed in the stacked Western Conference. At the 3rd seed, I'm putting the San Antonio Spurs. You can never really bet against the Spurs because thanks to Greg Popovich and his amazing system, the Spurs have been consistently a top team in the NBA. Even though they only have one superstar in Kawhi Leonard, I think they will continue to be successful, but also it's good to note that players like Jonathan Simmons departed last summer, and like I said before, Kawhi Leonard is the only all-star on the team, which makes me think they will take a dip this season with a record of 57-23. With the 4th seed, I'm thinking the Houston Rockets will land the spot. I know this again might be surprising to some people, but I don't think the Rockets will be as successful as they did last year, even with the addition of Paul George. And I actually made a full video on why I think the Rockets won't succeed, so I'll leave that in the description down below, so make sure you guys check that out. Also, to be clear, I know I might be wrong about this, but I want to make at least a few bold predictions, which is why I put the Rockets at the 4th seed with a record of 51-31. At the 5th seed, I'm putting the Timberwolves. They also have a big 3, much like the Thunder does, but the Timberwolves haven't had any success recently, so even when they do add stars like Jimmy Butler and key role players like Jeff Teague and Jamal Crawford, they can't just make a magical leap into a top 3 seed, especially in the stacked Western Conference, which is why I think they'll land the 4th seed with a record of 51-31. Yes, I am predicting that the Timberwolves will have the same record as the Houston Rockets, but I assume Rockets will win that season series and get the 4th spot over the Timberwolves. At the 6th seed, I'm putting the Denver Nuggets, as they've been an upcoming team in the West, with Nikola Jokic developing into what many would believe is a superstar. And they added Paul Millsap this offseason, so making them a real playoff team. So I'm predicting Denver will have a record of 46-36. At the 7th seed, I'm putting the Clippers with the exact same record as the Nuggets with 46 wins and 36 losses. I think the Clippers won't be as bad as everyone thinks since they lost Chris Paul. Like, one of the reasons I think Rockets won't be as good as they were last year, because in the Chris Paul trade, they lost so many role players. Now all those good role players like Lou Williams and Patrick Beverley are now on the Clippers along with Danilo Gallinari. So to be honest, I don't think they got any worse when they lost Chris Paul. It's just the rest of the West got a lot better, which is why I'm dropping them to the 7th seed. And lastly, at the 8th seed, I'm putting the New Orleans Pelicans. The big man duo of Cousins and Davis didn't really blossom last year, which could have been due to it being a mid-season transaction, but now with them going through training camp and everything, I think they will land a playoff spot in the stacked Western Conference with a record of 43-39. And in closing out this video, I like to mention these 2 teams that are on and off most people's predictions for the West, and those teams are the Trailblazers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Both of those teams have a shot at the playoff spots, but in my eyes, there's a few reasons why I left them out of my list. For the Trailblazers, they were an 8th seed in both the previous seasons, so with the West getting better for this upcoming year, I just don't see them making the cut. And before Trailblazer fans tell me in the comments that Nurkic is a great player, and I know he fits with CJ and Damien well, but I still don't see him as a big enough push factor to get them into the playoff spot. And the second team I spoke about were the Grizzlies, and with the recent departures of Vince Carter, Zach Randolph, and Tony Parker, I just don't see them making the cut either, considering how they got the 7th seed last year. So with those guys gone and the West being so much better, I sadly only see them with a 9th or 10th spot. Anyways, let me know what your Western Conference predictions are in the comments section down below. And if you made it this far into the video, why not leave a like and subscribe for more great NBA content. Peace.